SKTWINZ TV here, and we've just watched Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor fight, and we're now watching this Luke Thomas guy, and I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck he was watching, to be honest. But what people are claiming now, like this guy, is pretty shocking, to be honest, because all I saw was Floyd absolutely schooling Conor and walking him down the whole fight, picking his shots, taking pretty much everything Conor had to give. And I just heard at the start. I just heard this Luke guy say something about how Conor won the first 3 rounds or something like that. I think anybody who fucking knows anything about boxing, or anybody who knows fucking even a little bit about boxing, knows that Mayweather wasn't even trying in those first 3 rounds. He wasn't even. He was just measuring. He was doing pretty much exactly what we made a breakdown video before this fight even happened, and it's pretty much what we said. Pretty much happened. Floyd came out the first couple of rounds, just kind of moved around and just evaluated and just kind of analyzed Conor's movements, which, like what we initially thought, it'd be a little bit awkward, but we realized that it wouldn't be that awkward. Like there was nothing he was gonna bring that was gonna disturb Mayweather that much. The only real concern we had was the age and of Mayweather in comparison to Conor. But it's I'm pretty, to be honest, I'm pretty shocked at the the views of like a lot of these so-called experts right now that are talking about this fight, because I don't think Conor should be given any credit at all, because he pretty much talked a huge game, talked a massive game, and basically came in and done nothing because he was completely outboxed and he was walked down the whole. And uh, people need to understand this, but this is the first time I've ever saw Floyd. I've ever saw Floyd walk somebody down in a fight. We've been watching Floyd fight for a very long time. We've followed his career for a number of years now, and this is actually the first time. While watching that, I was completely shocked watching Floyd walk him down like he was nothing. The younger, bigger, stronger, crazy MMA, the guy that moves in all different angles and everything, and he punches from everywhere, and you can't see what he's doing, and he's got this crazy, like absolute monster power. Like the way people were talking about Conor's power, it's just so laughable. You know what I mean? It's just such a piss take, because Mayweather pretty much walked him down the whole fight, took everything he had to throw, everything McGregor had, and he took. Like it was funny as the fight was going on, we kept saying to each other that like that left hand of McGregor's is basically is measured out to a T by Mayweather already. Like, and that wasn't that far into the fight, to be honest. It was, you're talking like 4 rounds or something like that. Like that left hand was completely neutralized. It was completely measured, and it was. I don't know what to say, to be honest, because I'm very happy for Mayweather, and I'm happy for Conor as well, because he done well. He went in there, he done good.
All the way through from the start.
Yeah, like it's just it was beautiful to watch, to be honest, and I can safely say this is some of the best Floyd I've ever seen, because the pressure that was on Floyd, like the kind of situation, and just the way everybody kind of built this event up. It's just so impressive the way Floyd went in there and just handled his business, and it's inspirational. It's inspirational, and I think Conor will be sitting there right now, wherever he is, not with his head down, but his head held high. But he'll have respect for Mayweather, and he'll. I think this will
No one
inspire
even
him to.
talked about how much Mayweather was actually putting on the line.
Yeah, it was just a complete disrespect, and right now, it's just a complete disrespect. This Luke Thomas guy, like I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Honestly, I don't know what fight. Honestly, I don't know what fight people were watching, because
He's trying to say he won the first 3 rounds and then he could have possibly won more. No way.
it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable to say
The
that.
only reason you could even say Conor won the first couple of rounds is because Floyd was literally doing nothing, just evaluating him and seeing what he's doing and measuring his patterns out, and that's all it was. And he was still, even in those rounds, the most meaningful punches looked like they were coming from him. And after that, he just kept increasing it, increasing it, increasing it.
It's unbelievable. He was just walking him down the whole fight, and he literally anything that Conor was landing or landed was because Mayweather let him, because he was completely out of his normal, his regular type of pattern or his method.
Yeah.
When he's fighting, it's to be very defensive and on the back foot. Mayweather was hardly on the like you could.
Every time they'd get close, Mayweather really smartly would. In fact, Conor McGregor was grappling him and holding on to him.
Yeah, that's a point I was just about to make. Like these guys, like this Luke Thomas guy, and that he's talking about how McGregor done this and he done that. They're not mentioning the fact that McGregor was actually going for full-on takedowns. Like he was actually going down and then realizing, oh shit, I'm going for a takedown. This isn't UFC. Like that's what it looked like to me. It looked like he was getting wobbled, and then he was going for a takedown.
Later on, definitely.
It looked like he was going for takedowns, man, and like. And
at the start, near the start, he was hitting him on the head quite a lot, but the ref was really good.
There was a lot of stupid shit. Yeah, the ref was awesome. The ref was really good, but there was a lot of stupid shit from Conor, like those taps to the head and like those weird, the weird like hammer like fist on the top of the head and stuff like that, and like going around like behind and like trying to punch from behind and stuff like that. It was laughable, and like maybe that's the stuff that these guys are talking about. That was landing, but I didn't see anything else land other than like illegal stuff or like little jabs here and there and stuff like that. But the thing is, where was the power though? Like, where was the power? Absolutely no fucking power. You know what I mean? It's like powder puff fucking power.
Where was that big left hand?
It's like people just talk such a big game and like.
McGregor was saying at the end, "Let me wobble to my corner."
It was pathetic the way he was. Like talking like after that fight was pathetic. He was clearly making excuses. Clearly he's bitter, like the way he was finished, and the referee put him out of his misery. He was about to get sparkled clean out, and a good few years, like at least 4 or 5 years, chopped off his fight career. You know what I mean? So
the ref done him a massive favour.
Yeah, the industry of boxing, you know what I mean, it's very experienced and they know how to prolong prize fighters' careers. You know what I mean? So that's why in boxing they stop the fight when the fighter's taking too much clean like shots like that, because it's very dangerous. And Floyd's the kind of guy that can finish you for good.
Conor took one clean shot and he was flat on his heels, and he just started like.
Yeah, it was a reminiscent from the Nate Diaz fight. It was like that wobbly pirate. You know what I mean? His eyes aren't quite. You know what I mean? His eyes aren't quite there, and he's just kind of wobbling, and his jaws kind of moved to one side, and he's just about to get finished clean, and the ref comes in and against Nate Diaz you're allowed to do the takedown, you're allowed to complete the takedown, so he was able to do that. The same thing he was doing against Mayweather, but he was allowed to complete it against Nate. And then when he went down, Nate put him out of his misery down there on the ground. You know what I mean? Where Nate's a shark. You know what I mean? But yeah, in this fight against Mayweather, there was a lot of takedown attempts, which is very laughable. And I'm gonna take a lot of joy out of this fight, to be honest, because a lot was said, and it just so much was said. It's unbelievable. And even right now,
they're trying to say boxing's gonna be dead or MMA's gonna be dead. People are so stupid, man. This fight didn't affect either sport in any way. All it's done is elevated combat sports, because the awareness for this fight was incredible.
Yeah.
The amount of people that were interested in this fight was fucking crazy. Down to random people, man, in train station, that you're overhearing conversations where like fucking people are talking about the fight. You know, it just made you think how to what magnitude this fight actually was.
It's a huge fight, but it's silly. It's weird though, because like we're watching this right now. Like a lot of people think it was very, very close. Like a lot of people think Conor won lots of rounds and shit. Like it's weird.
He did not win.
I don't know, man. Like
we all the quick shots. I don't miss a fucking beat, and I watched every single round. Floyd completely controlled the situation, and it actually looked like to me, did look like a sparring session, and he was just analysing the guy and just figuring him out and playing chess with him and just dominating the procedure. Do you know what I mean? That's what it looked like to me. It looked like it was just a sparring session for Floyd after a while. He
It did look like a
he
sparring
figured
session.
him out. He put everything on the line. Floyd put everything on the line for this fight. Everything.
It's just unbelievable. Like so much was on the line for Floyd, and just the way he came out, so composed, so relaxed, so patient, and
He took all the risk in the world against
yeah,
a young 29-year-old.
and he walked him down, and he just beat the absolute fuck out of him, and he stopped him, and he was gonna hurt him really badly. You know what I mean? It's a great way to end Floyd. It's a great way for Floyd to end his career, and
Hopefully now people respect him a little bit more.
yeah, hopefully people respect his career more. But I doubt that because obviously there's so much excuses being brought out. We're just kind of watching this live right now as we're making the video.
You want to look for a video? I think another really, really impressive thing, man, about Floyd is that people don't actually think about is the fact that I think Floyd planned this as well all along because he saw the amount of reaction Conor McGregor gets online and the sort of reach he's got now in the mainstream, and the roar,
Really humble, eh?
yeah, the roar from social media for this fight. Do you know what I mean? So Floyd Mayweather looked at that and realized that I'm gonna finish my career now, and I'm gonna get everybody, all these mainstream fans as well of this new MMA sport that's grown. I'm gonna get them knowing about me and knowing what my legacy and respecting me when I finish my career, because this was basically like that final cherry on top because people always said, "Oh, you never knock people out. You never do this. You never do that. Oh, your hands are brittle. Oh, you pick your opponents." People literally thought McGregor was invincible. They thought this guy was invincible. So Floyd has actually answered every question now.
Yeah.
He, everything he's claimed he is because he's just taken out a younger, hungry, just seasoned fucking warrior man who's fought on the highest level. And people are saying that 0-0 bullshit. That doesn't mean anything. This was a fight at the highest level. This is a contest at the highest level of combat sports. Just because it's in a boxing ring doesn't mean McGregor was out of his depth, because he didn't look like he was out of his depth for the first 2 rounds when Floyd was picking him picking his shots and just sort of figuring them out. So after that, obviously Floyd just fucking cruised and took it. But it just really goes to show, man, what level Floyd actually is at. Like, he was so composed in there. He's been out for 2 years, and God knows if he's been training or not. But it definitely looked like he's been keeping sharp because, see, after the second round, his reflexes were there. I watched it. I was glued to the screen, and he was pull countering when McGregor would lean over and throw like reach over and use his long reach and try and throw across. And Mayweather several times would pull back and come back with a counter cross, doing that classic pull counter that fucking his dad was trying to teach that Skip Bayless retard about. You know what I mean? And it was beautiful to see. It really was, man. And
It's interesting how humble Floyd is and how
yeah,
not
his
humble
composure
Conor
even
is
after winning.
after the
Yeah,
fight.
yeah. Like Floyd's not even talking any shit after the
Like,
fight or nothing.
we're watching Floyd's post-fight interview right now. He's just so humble. He's got nothing to say. He's got nothing better to say to anybody. He's got nothing better to say about Conor. He's got nothing but respect.
Yeah, I think this shit was planned. He planned this, man. He's smart. He's that smart. Cause fuck, man.
This is such a smart business move in hindsight. You need to be a genius to come up with stuff like that. You need to have the mastery there, though. You need to have the skills to have that confidence.
Whoever bet on what he said, this fight is not going to a distance. Whoever fucking listened to him, man, put that money on. They're gonna be fucking sitting right there, fucking smiling.
And all the dumbasses that bet on Conor.
So many people are betting on McGregor. What about McGregor betting a couple of million on himself or whatever it was?
Yeah, I bet like a good few million. No, it's definitely his last
This is
fight.
gonna be Mayweather's last.
He's retiring and he deserves to retire. He deserves to retire as an absolute legend.
Well, I'll wait to do his 50th. so much bigger. Yeah, let's talk about how much bigger McGregor was on the day.
McGregor just said I turned him into a Mexican. What kind of fucking comment is that to make after you just got outclassed? You know what I mean? After you just got completely whooped and finished by an old guy, an old man.
See all those clips of like him training in the new UFC Institute and all that stuff? It all looked a bit weird to me, man. Like, oh, like fucking mad futuristic training. Like, what the fuck's going on, man? Like, fucking, I knew there was a lot of shite, man. This shit can't be real. You can't just buy that with money. Championship, you can't buy that with money. You have to want it and do it like Floyd's done it. So like,
no, you can't buy those championship belts.
the funny thing is, when McGregor's fought somebody bigger than him, just slightly taller than him, they don't start talking about it. And that guy whipped his ass.
Yeah.
He had to fucking spend like £250,000, or euros or whatever he fucking paid.
Dollars or whatever.
Yeah,
Training camp to just be able to handle Nate's pressure a wee bit better. He never really handled it, did he? Any better? He still was getting finished constantly. Nate's just an absolute G though. Nate and Nick, man, shout out to the Diaz bros, man. Those guys keep it real all the way, man, and they're a big reason why we do this, man. Why we love this game, man, so much. And Floyd too, man. Floyd showed it today. That's the reason why we're into this. We even love this shit, man, to begin with, man, is because of guys like Floyd, like, and having the skills that he's got, man, and being able to do what he does, man. Like Conor was talking about making pictures, man, painting pictures in the ring, man. Floyd painted pictures, man. You know what I mean? In this fight, he painted pictures all over his face. Way bigger guy, way more reach. You know what I mean? Way more power. Just way younger, way more pressure, way more intensity. Just everything. You know what I mean? More durable. He got walked down and he got outclassed and he got whooped. That's it. Look how bitter he is, man, like after the fight. It's unbelievable how bitter he is.
Look at the rounds he lasted. Fuck's sake, he's a seasoned athlete. He's a world class competitor.
I was wobbling on my feet, that's what he said. I was wobbling on my feet, but I'm fine. I was wobbly and floaty. What the fuck does that mean? That sounds like a fucking excuse. Yeah, but they're saving you though because you're worth a lot of money though, obviously, because short time you're gonna make lots of money if you're asked. That's why Mayweather was calling Conor a hoe. That's why he was throwing money on him like a stripper, because that's what he is, and that's why he was calling him Dana's hoe. And people are wondering why is he saying that, because that's what Conor is. He's kind of like a hoe. That's why they saved him from getting completely knocked the fuck out there, completely. You know what I mean? Like semi-paralyzed, like they saved him from that because he's worth money. Obviously, he can make these big companies, these big promotions, a lot of money. UFC, Showtime.
That's true.
But yeah, it's just amazing how humble.
See the scores, what?
The unofficial scorecards.
Steve Farhood. We just figured them out for the first 2 rounds and then that was it.
Yeah. Just read them and weep, man. You know what I mean? Unbelievable, man. Honestly. Conor's just leaving, man. Like, he's been whooped. Look. The fuck, man. These guys have lost the plot.
Floyd didn't even look like he was in a fight.
Nah.
Again, he didn't even look like he was in a fight. Again, man.
Nah, he was smiling all the way through this, man.
Go and check if the video's still recording. It's still going. I will just conclude this one right now because it's at night, 20 minutes, right? So fuck
But
it.
yeah, we'll just conclude this. So SK TWINZ, man, we just thought we'd put out a little post-fight video, man. We stayed up to watch the big fight, man, and it lived up, man, to expectations, man. Floyd delivered big time, in my opinion. I think Conor's getting a little bit more credit than he deserves, and
Literally, because literally those first two rounds, Floyd was. It was obvious he was just analysing
yeah, yeah,
analysing the
yeah.
situation and mapping out what he's gonna do.
Yeah, Floyd was letting him do what he was doing. Yeah, and boxing's boxing, MMA is MMA, you know what I mean? So, Conor's great in his own way, and obviously Floyd is the undisputed, undefeated king, you know what I mean, of our generation, you know what I mean?
Clearly,
So yeah, we're just gonna sign out now, guys, and
we'll have
just
a wee
keep
video of
tuned.
the post fight and all.
Yeah, and just keep tuned, guys.
The
Stay
press
tuned.
conference. We'll have the press conference. But for now, right, that's us, man.
Stay tuned,
SKTWINZ TV.
guys, man.
Peace.
Take care.